Maths Intermediate, November 2017, Unit 1. Question 1. Calculate each of the following. 3 to the power of 4 times 10 to the power of 3. 3 to the power of 4 means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Because the power of 4 means you're multiplying it by itself, so you've got 4 of them numbers. Alright, and then you're going to be multiplying that by 10 3 times. So times 10 times 10 times 10. So if you're working this out, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 81. And then you've got 81 times 10 is 810. Multiply by another 10 is 8,100. And multiply by another 10 is 81,000. Question 2. When you're dividing by a half, you're splitting something up into two. Alright, so if you're dividing one cake by a half, alright, it means you're going to end up with 2 bits. So whenever you divide by a half, it's the same as multiplying by 2. So it becomes 1 times 2, which is 2. When you're subtracting, you line up the decimal points. The first number goes on top, the biggest one. 5.6 take away 3.82. Because there's a missing number there now, I've got to put a 0. So it becomes 5.60 take away 3.82. 0 take away 2 you can't do, so you've got to borrow 1 off the 6. That becomes a 5. 10 take away 2 is 8. 5 take away 8 you can't do, so you need to borrow 1. 15 take away 8 is 7. 4 take away 3 is 1. Part D, you've got to make the numbers on the bottom the same. So the lowest number, the 3 and 6 both go into, is 6. So we're going to make them both 6. The first one is already 5 over 6. So what I got to do now is multiply top and bottom by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. And when I take these away, 5 take away 4 is 1. So the answer is 1 over 6. Some of you might do it as an upside down ironing board, where you do 3 times 5 is 15, 6 times 2 is 12, and then on the bottom 6 times 3 is 18. 15 take away 12 is 3, so it becomes 3 over 18, and then because 3 goes into 18 6 times, you can cancel that down, so it becomes 1 over 6. The next one, a couple of ways of doing it. 2 times 3 is 6, and you got 2 numbers after the decimal point, so you need 2 numbers after the decimal point. So I need to put a 0 in front of it, so it becomes 0.06. Some of you might change it into fractions, so it becomes 2 over 10 times 3 over 10. When you multiply fractions, you times the top together and times the bottom. So 2 3s are 6, 10 10s are 100, and then 6 divided by 100 is 0.06.